everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kaelyn. I'm a third-year PhD student at Yale, a digital content creator as well as an entrepreneur. I run 3 different businesses in addition to my studies, and in today's video I'm going to be taking you along for my desk setup. This is a video that has been highly requested for a long time. After many different variations of my desk setup, I think I finally have the perfect orientation to share with you for productivity, my life as a student, as well as my life as a business owner. I run an international team remotely from my desk and work with clients from all over the world at Accepted Consulting. And in order to run a virtual business, you need the ultimate setup that is comfortable, high tech, and efficient. Now, enough about me. Let's go ahead and move on to discussing the desk setup. The most important thing in the desk setup is the desk itself. I have the autonomous AI standing desk in walnut with the white legs. I am 6 feet tall. And every time I have purchased a desk in the past, or I have had a desk at a university, I have always felt deeply uncomfortable. So when I moved to New Haven to do my PhD, I decided that this is the time I was going to invest in a really nice desk. I customized this desk in order for it to be the largest tabletop option that they have. The reason being that I wanted to be able to have dual monitors. I also am a historian and I needed to be able to have multiple books on my desk at a time. Having the extra space has been perfect because it means that I can have all the tech items in use at any time, as well as having enough space to place my camera for vlogs, as well as to add decorative items such as the flowers that you see here. I absolutely love my autonomous AI desk and I highly recommend them. However, I will make one little caveat that the sealant that they have on the desk does show marks. So I recommend one of the lighter colors. For example, they have an oak, or you can get the white and it's not gonna show up nearly as bad. Or you can get their real wood tabletops, which are a little bit more expensive. However, I think that they are highly worth it because they are just beautiful. They don't show scuff marks in the same way that a synthetic sealant would. I absolutely love my desk. However, that is my only qualm. Now let's talk about the second most important aspect of my desk setup, which is my chair. My chair is also from Autonomous AI, and I believe it is the Ergo Chair Pro. It is a bit on the pricier side. However, I had a horseback riding accident when I was 14, which caused severe trauma to my back. I have scoliosis and a lot of chronic back pain. Having a chair that is comfortable, that is supportive, is worth its weight in gold in my mind. And especially as somebody who's quite tall and who does get quite uncomfortable sitting for long periods of time, I knew that investing in a good quality chair was one of the most important things for when I started my PhD and I was going to be sitting at my desk for long periods of time. I cannot recommend this chair enough. It has been perfect. I have had it for 3 years now. I have not had a single issue with it. It works great. It's so comfortable. And when I'm sitting and working from my desk at home, I have no back pain. And this is part of the reason that I have trouble actually working outside of my house, because no chair compares to this one. If I go and study at a coffee shop, or even if I go study on campus, the chairs are just so significantly more uncomfortable, and I can only last about 2 hours without being in severe pain. But I come home and I can sit here for 12 hours and not be in pain. And that to me is, like I said, worth its weight in gold. So if you're looking for a good quality chair that is going to last, I highly recommend investing in a high quality ergonomic chair. Now for a quick message about the sponsor of today's video, which is Tidbyt. The Tidbyt is a retro display that you can customize to whatever your needs might be. It has a corresponding app which allows you to actually customize the display and have it rotate between different displays throughout the day. My 3 favorite features are stocks, world clock, and phases of the moon. I love that you can check the weather. You can also look at different time zones and customize what it is that you'd like to see at any given time. My partner lives in London. Being in a long distance relationship with someone who is 5 hours ahead has its challenges. One of them being that I want to know what time it's appropriate to actually contact him. I keep the London time zone on my Tidbyt so that way I'm aware of what time it is at any given time, so that way I don't have to do the math. It sounds a little silly, but I really love that I have this feature that allows me to connect with my partner and also to be made aware of things like stocks. For example, I just started my investing journey and I have just been having a really fun time watching different stocks on the stock market. And what I love about the Tidbyt is being able to see it throughout the day. Another feature that I really love is the phases of the moon. They also have a daytime clock, which shows you where in the world it is currently daytime and where it is nighttime. I just think that these different features are so cool, and you can switch them out at any given time. And if you're an entrepreneur, you can actually set it up with Shopify or with Stripe in order to see when sales are coming in, which as an entrepreneur, I personally really love, and I think that that's a really cool feature. Another thing about Tidbyt is that they are constantly doing collaborations, which adds new features to your digital display throughout time. So that way you can customize your display to your own needs. If you're interested in adding this aesthetic component to your desk setup, then go ahead and check out the links down below. And thank you so much to Tidbyt for sponsoring this video. And now let's talk about my computers and monitors. For my desk setup, I have the Mac Studio Ultra, which is maxed out with 64 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte of storage, and this is an absolute powerhouse for helping me maintain my business, editing YouTube videos, and all of the design projects that we have for my businesses. Before this, I had an iMac, which was wonderful and did an excellent job for a long time. However, when my businesses started to grow and I needed to edit and process 4K footage and other things that were just requiring a significant payload, I decided that it was time to upgrade to something that had a little bit more power. That is what led me to invest in the Mac Studio Ultra. I've been really loving using it. It has been able to handle everything I've thrown at it so far. Although I do have some challenges with the Mac Silicone setup because some apps are still not fully upgraded, I personally really love it, and I still have my laptop for on the go. As for my monitors, I have the smart monitors from Samsung. These are the 32-inch displays, and I have 2 of them. They can double either as a computer monitor or as a TV, so you can actually just plug in directly to Netflix. There are so many different monitors on the market, and I've done so much research after watching so many tech reviews on YouTube and trying to figure out what monitor was the right one. I was looking, for example, at the Apple monitor, but it was so expensive. I looked at some ultra wide monitors, but they were so expensive also. And ultimately, when it came down to the reviews, it looked like these smart monitors were going to be the ideal setup. And in the end, 2 monitors cost half as much as the Mac Studio display or an ultra wide monitor. It's perfect because I can manage to have multiple tabs open at once. I can also run my Notion on the right-hand screen at all times. So that way I can keep an eye on my goals list, my to-do list, and my habit tracker throughout the day, while also being able to work on the main screen, which is directly behind me. I absolutely love these monitors. I think that the actual visual quality is great. I have not had a single issue with them, and I highly recommend them, especially because the price point is just so sweet. And now let's talk a little bit about the monitor stand that I actually have that I don't actually use as a monitor stand. The monitor stand that I have is from Grovemade in Walnut. I absolutely love this monitor stand. 1, I think it's just so aesthetically pleasing, but 2, it just had so much storage. I've had and looked at so many different monitor stands over time, but I wanted something that could actually have a significant amount of storage on my desk, so that way things could be easily accessible. What's perfect about this is that it fits my iPad, my notebook, my planner, my computer, as well as all the pens and everything that I need, and my hard drives underneath. It is the perfect storage solution for me. I think it's beautiful, and though it's a tad bit pricey, I cannot imagine my desk without it. I have tried several of Grovemade's products over the years, and this monitor stand is definitely a standout item. In addition to the monitor stand, I also have a drawer that is detachable, and this is where I keep everything like my highlighters, my ruler, my AirPods, my whiteout, pens, everything that I need, as well as a little slot for all of my SD cards. It is the perfect storage solution. I know it's a bit pricey. However, I do believe in investing in things that you are going to use a significant amount. With how much I use the monitor stand for storage, it was a worthwhile investment. Directly underneath my primary monitor is my Sonos soundbar. This is one of the mini soundbars. I wanted something that would have really great audio quality. The one thing that I don't like about the Mac Studio Ultra is that the speakers are just really light and it's kind of difficult to hear everything, especially when you're on things like Zoom calls. I really love the Sonos soundbar. The sound quality is wonderful. It can get quite loud if you need it to. It is just so much better than actually using the Mac Studio speakers. To the left of my monitor, I have my headphone stand. This is where I charge my AirPod Maxes, and I can also put my phone on the charger to allow it to charge throughout the day. This particular headphone stand is from Satechi. I have been using Satechi tech items since 2017. Their items are just so reliable and durable, and I absolutely love the way this looks on my desk. The next thing on my desk is my Golden Coil planner. If you've been watching my videos at all, you know how much I absolutely love and rely on my Notion and my Golden Coil planner. They go hand in hand, and they are the perfect organization system. The Golden Coil planner is fully customizable. You can go on their website and decide which particular layout works for you. I've been using them for over 2 years now, and I cannot recommend them enough. I think the quality is fantastic. I am an absolute stationery snob, but the quality of these planners is next level, and I also just absolutely love the two founders. I believe that they're sisters. Their customer service and everything is just phenomenal. Highly recommend supporting Golden Coil and checking out their planners because you can fully customize it to what it is that you need. And I love them so much that I gave them as a gift to the girls on the team for Christmas. I cannot say enough good things about these planners. All right, that's a wrap for today's desk setup video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Everything that I mentioned in this video is going to be linked down below. So if you're interested in anything, go ahead and check it out there. And thank you again to Tidbyt for sponsoring today's video. If you're interested in getting your own customizable retro display, then go ahead and check out their link at the top of the description bar, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.